So out of the blue, number 216. So today we're going to talk about, I want to clear up a number of things. I have a little list here. I saw the movie Inception over the last weekend. It came out in 2010, and I had never seen it before, and it presents a lot of the ideas that I'm already presenting. And so it confirms what I've already suspected, which is that these ideas I'm presenting are part of a generational matrix, and that these ideas that are coming to me are really just floating around in the ether, so to speak. Now, I've quoted already from this book. This is J. Hewitt Mackenzie's Spirit Intercourse. And I have also made clear that I'm coming out of the tradition of this person. This is a professor of mine from college, Eugene Webb. So this is the history of religions type study. Eugene Webb was the head of my department at the University of Washington, and he started the very first comparative religion program in the United States at the University of Washington, and that's the program that I was in. So I'm going to clear some things up today, and because a couple things have been brought to my attention that need to be addressed. The first of which is, I'm calling this Neo-Swedenborgianism, and it was brought to my attention. Somebody asked, well, is it the same as Neo-Christianity? And I was not aware that there's a religion called Swedenborgianism. And sometimes Swedenborgianism is called Neo-Christianity. I didn't know that. Thank you, Bryce. So, Swedenborg and Neo-Christianity, that is a religion. And what I'm talking about, Neo-Swedenborgianism, is not a religion. There was another guy named Immanuel Kant, who was a philosopher. And there's a philosophy and a worldview which predominates in our world today called Neo-Kantianism. And Neo-Kantianism is not a religion, it is a philosophy. It is a way of thinking, a way of seeing the world. It is a worldview. So when I say Neo-Swedenborgianism, I am not referring to this religion. I am referencing this philosophy. So this is Neo-Swedenborgianism, and it is a philosophy which assumes a closed system. See this? It's bright like that. A closed system. Now, what I mean by that is that Swedenborg had these religious revelations in which he seemed to travel to heaven and hell, and he wrote about them at length. And that's the beginning of this religion called Swedenborgianism or Neo-Christianity. My insight was that while reading Swedenborg at the University of Washington, I was taking at the same time this class on the history of Judaism. And Swedenborg was writing in the 1700s. And his writings mirrored what was really happening in the 1700s. And so he didn't really have any huge insight into another world. He had an extremely compelling insight into his own world in his head. So even though he says he traveled to another realm, the basic premise of Neo-Swedenborgianism is that we're dealing with a closed system here. So he felt like he was way out there, but really he was way in here. Which brings up another word, which is G-I-G-O. Garbage in, garbage out. This is a computer programmer word that stands for garbage in, garbage out. And it's important because if you accept that this is a closed system, which is to say, if you accept secular humanism, if you accept that we humans are a product of evolution and we live within a closed system, then you can see the whole afterlife idea as an illusion created that somehow helps our survival, and it was created through natural processes within our own minds. And so this is the focus of Neo-Swedenborgianism, because if we are going to travel within our own minds, it is important then to put good stuff in our minds or in our lives. Garbage in, garbage out. Well, let's try to not fill our heads with garbage, right? Because we are going to someday experience this highly compelling illusion of a perceived afterlife. Now, that's all well and good. And if I'm talking about illusion, I'm talking about magic. Well, the irony is, I didn't put that there. See that sign? It's on its side. I didn't put that there. That's where I am. And so this is really a philosophy for the 21st century. Because it accepts evolution, it accepts secular humanism, it accepts a scientific worldview. And it says that within that scientific worldview is a highly convincing, perceived spirit world. Now, that's enough of that, but the garbage in, garbage out. So then it becomes a highly personal decision of what do you want to put in your life. So Neo-Swedenborgianism is not really about me talking. It's about you navigating your life to your own satisfaction. The question is, what do you want to do, and how can you arrange it so that you can do it? Right? There was a time when I just wanted to practice the violin. And I was able to do it. And it was kind of miraculous. Really, it was kind of an amazing story. And that is the magic that I want to pass along. Because I've been using these big words. You know, we're turning into this world of meme readers and these little monosyllabic talkers and I'm trying to introduce all these big words like I'm the progenitor of Neo-Swedenborgianism and stuff like that. But I really have to find a focus to this. And focus means one word. And so we're going to focus on one word, and that is magic with a K. Ready? M-A-G-I-C. A G I C K. That K is the hard part because you can't just pull a K out of the sky. You have to earn it.